Hello and welcome back to another Bad Movie Reviews review hosted by your favourite film-loving man from Down Under, Ben. And this is a film I've been looking forward to for a very, very long time. I believe it might have been my most anticipated for the year, but it is none other than, as you can see, Anora. Now, the film itself is directed by Sean Baker, who is well known for directing films like The Florida Project, Tangerine. Red Rocket was his most recent one, which came out a couple of years ago, which was one of my favorites of that year. And this film itself is a film about a sex worker from Brooklyn who basically meets a like a son of a Russian oligarch, a Russian billionaire. Now, if you've seen the trailer, you're probably familiar with it, but I won't get too much into spoilers or the plot territory. But essentially, they meet, fall in love. He wants to stay in America, kind of thing. But that's kind of where I'll leave that. But the film itself is getting a lot of buzz, and that's probably why I was excited to see it. I think it won the Palme d'Or at Cannes, I believe, and just overall one of the favorites come, Oscar time or Golden Globe, whatever, Critics' Choice, anything like that. And to be honest, I've always been a big, big fan of Sean Baker's films because of the way he writes these characters and the relatability to these characters. Not that I'm a sex worker or anything like that, but just the humanness to the belonging and wanting to be loved and the pain and things like that. But I thought this film, to be honest, might be one of my favorites of 2024. Mikey Madison, who you see here, might be my favorite performance of the year, full stop, let alone man or woman. Just in general, I think she is absolutely phenomenal in the film, in the titular role. And I think she should undoubtedly be up there come Oscars time or Academy Awards time for Best Actress because she is nothing short of phenomenal. The vulnerability she shows, while also the confidence and obviously the work, the work and her character and just everything. I thought she was absolutely fantastic, and you kind of see the pain in her eyes. It's me and Daniel, whenever we talk about actors like this, they have the ability to show emotion with their face without or eyes without conveying any word or anything like that. And I think she is phenomenal in this. Overall, I thought the cast in general is genuinely fantastic. You've got we call him the Russian Timothy Chalamet. He is fantastic. I think one of the shining lights of this film is also the supporting actors in I think his name's Yusuf, who plays the kind of bodyguard role, and I thought he was phenomenal. I'm not really familiar with much he's done, and this is one of the first films I think I've seen him in, and he was one of my favorite roles in something that was so heartbreaking and him having to deal with certain situations. He was able to show this comedic aspect and this heart behind what his character was doing, and I thought he was absolutely brilliant. And I think just overall, for the 2 odd hours that it runs for, it just perfectly manages to be one of the funniest films you've seen all year, one of the most heartbreaking films you've seen all year, one of the most relatable, when it comes to love and pain and loss or whatever you're dealing with. I just thought this film, rightfully so, won the Palme d'Or, and I think will stand the test of time for just being a beautiful, beautiful character study that is everything you want. It's funny, it's emotional, it's sad, it's gorgeous to look at. And I think, come the year's end list, this will be in most people's best films of the year. It will definitely be in my best films of the year. Where it sits is still up for debate for the rest of the couple of weeks of December. But luckily enough, I was lucky enough to see this early. They had some screenings at a cinema local to me, and I think it comes out Boxing Day here. I'm not sure when it comes out. It's probably already out in America and on demand like it always is, because Australia gets kind of rorted with release dates. But if you're from Australia or from America or wherever you're from, if this film's showing in a cinema near you, please go see it. If you're familiar with Sean Baker's work and you love his other work, please go see it. It is something that deserves to be seen on the big screen. It deserves to be seen with a big crowd. The laughs you get, the emotion. I think this is, one of the best films of the year for me. If you have seen it, comment below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. If you like our review, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.